A funny thing happened during Donald Trump's recent rally in Saginaw, Michigan. You see, 2 days before Trump gave that rally this past Thursday, he got up on stage and he told the crowd, "Isn't it great that you got a president that doesn't need a teleprompter?" He said, as the teleprompter was literally visible right in front of him, but he swore, "I don't need a teleprompter," even though his campaign staff wants to keep him on a teleprompter so he doesn't start telling crazy stories. Well, then 2 days later in Saginaw, Michigan, his teleprompter went out. And of course, a very panicked Donald Trump went completely off the rails at that point. Here is how it happened. He started off just trashing Kamala Harris, of course, for things that are just not true. He said, "She did so many different things, so many deadly things. We're at a point in our country's life that I think is, I think it's the most important election in the history of our country. And by the way, I want to tell you a funny story. The teleprompter just went out." Isn't it nice to have somebody that doesn't need a teleprompter? It's very dangerous. You got to be careful. Teleprompters will go out often. Only a certain type of person could handle failing teleprompters. Usually I don't talk about it. "Oh, we've lost a teleprompter many times. The worst is the wind. I was in Ohio for Bernie Moreno and it was 45-mile-an-hour winds. These things were blowing like flags. You felt like a drunken sailor, in all due respect." He ends with a drunken sailor, but he started with Kamala Harris was doing so many deadly things. And in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences, he went from Harris is doing deadly things, which he was reading off the prompter. 6 sentences later, he's like, "It's like a drunken sailor out there, because I don't need a teleprompter," right? Clearly you do. Like, your brain completely left your body the second that teleprompter went out. Brain's just like, "All right, I'm done here. I'll see you when the rally's over. I'm going to go get a drink or something." And you went totally off the rails. You're just way the hell over here with drunken sailors and 45-mile-an-hour winds. The sea was angry that day, my friends, in Ohio. Just absolutely off the walls bonkers, because he no longer had a teleprompter. Now, let me tell you this. I do not use a teleprompter for any of my segments here. I do not have scripts written out. Sometimes, obviously, with my notes here, I'll have things highlighted that I want to read. But all of this is extemporaneous, okay? Everything I do here is just off the top of my head as it happens. And at first, it was a little shaky, back in the early years of this. Now, kind of feel like a natural. But I will also tell you, I have guest-hosted TV programs, I've appeared on TV programs where teleprompters have, of course, gone out. And I will tell you, when a teleprompter goes out, it is one of the easiest things in the world to deal with, okay? Trump says only a certain kind of person can do it, and I'm here to tell you, it's easy. I've been on live TV. I've been hosting live TV when teleprompters have gone down, which, for the record, no, is not common either. And it's pretty easy. It's not that hard. And Donald Trump is out here saying, like, "You got to be a freaking genius to do it." No, you don't. You just have to be a person with a functioning brain, which clearly you are not, because you couldn't even stay on the same topic. You didn't have to bring up that the teleprompter broke. It was irrelevant. If you knew what you were talking about, if you knew where you wanted to go with the story of Harris doing so many deadly things, you could have just kept on there. But you didn't. You started ranting like a lunatic about how horrible teleprompters are and how smart you are for not needing one, even though clearly you needed one. This man doesn't know where he is half the time. I swear to God. The issue of Biden's cognitive health, right? And he needs a teleprompter. He can't speak off script. Why are we not getting those same stories about former president, convicted felon Trump, right? Why don't we have that? Why do we not have constant coverage of the fact that this man can't string 2 sentences together if it's not on a teleprompter? He completely goes off the rails every time the teleprompter fails. And for the record, teleprompter fails are not normal. So if you're having constant problems with one, I would suggest buying a new one. Maybe buying a new computer that runs it. I don't know, but it's not normal. And clearly both your tech and your brain are having a lot of problems. Hi everyone, this here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet, so please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.